Yo, 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 what's up? Welcome to another episode of Around the Reef. Guess what, guys? I'm a pilgrim because it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Okay, I got to show you my outfit. So, you see the pilgrim hat. Check this out. I'm wearing a pilgrim shirt also with a turkey leg that's like tucked into the belt. So, yeah, I'm celebrating Thanksgiving. So, let's go. So, Thanksgiving is a very popular holiday. But there are some lesser known facts about Thanksgiving. So allow me to give you a really quick history lesson on what Thanksgiving is. So the first Thanksgiving was in 1621. It was the Pilgrims of Plymouth Rock, and they basically had a really good harvest, and they wanted to share it with a neighboring Native American tribe. And what's cool about that is that the Pilgrims, they were going through a really tough time. Basically, like, I don't know if you guys have ever read history, but back then, if there was like a bad storm, half the people died. So that's basically what happened to the Pilgrims. Is most Pilgrims died. They were going through a tough time. They had no food. So they made friends with a neighboring Native American tribe, and the tribe taught them how to fish, how to hunt, just gave them a bunch of different tips. And so they basically all just became friends, and they got together. And get this, the first Thanksgiving, it was a 3 day feast. So that's cool. And they, the rest is history. I mean, soon Thanksgiving, or basically that's like a loose term for giant feasts, it became an annual celebration for victorious Revolutionary War battles. So honestly, I think that's super cool. It's like, what better way to celebrate a win on the battlefield with your friends by just eating a bunch of food? That's cool. Eventually, the United States marched closer and closer to a civil war. At the time, the president was Abraham Lincoln, and he really wanted to unite the country. So he was like, you know what? What's a better way to unite the country than coming up with a holiday revolved around food? It's like a genius idea. So that's when, in 1863, Abraham Lincoln nationalized Thanksgiving as a way to like unite the North and the South. So just another reason why Abraham Lincoln is the greatest president of all time. So moving forward to the 1900s, Americans, they started celebrating Thanksgiving in a way that we kind of recognize, with parades, with football, and shopping. Because right after Thanksgiving, it kind of kicks off the holiday shopping season. So that's awesome. Today, Thanksgiving is a way to take a break from work and to reconnect with family. So, yeah, Thanksgiving's a great holiday. Great holiday. All right. So, the last couple weeks, I have been collecting letters from people from all over the world that are writing in to Around the Reef. People that are just writing in that want my advice on different topics, which is cool. So I have selected 3 people that have written in, and I'm going to read what they wrote and then answer it. All right, let's go. All right, person number 1. We got Leroy from Riverside. All right. Leroy writes, "Hey, Andrew, I watch Around the Reef mostly for your fish tank." What? All right. "I was thinking of getting a fish tank myself. Should I get one?" Thanks, Leroy, for only watching Around the Reef for the fish. But whatever brings you in. Okay, should you get a fish tank? Yeah, definitely get a fish tank. I love my fish tank. One thing I would recommend is get a fish tank that's big enough to handle a lot of fish. And also, you don't want to like trap your fish in a little fish bowl. Like, you want to give them lots of space so they can swim around and pretend like they're in the ocean. So, but yeah, no, I'm pro fish tank for sure. Okay, all right. Moving on. Question number 2. We have Bethany from Manhattan. Bethany writes, "Hey Andrew, I am in the middle of a problem. All right. I went on a date with this guy off Tinder. I don't want to see him again, but he said he left his vape at my house. Okay. Should I let him come get his vape back?" Okay. The answer to this one, it's an easy no. And let me tell you why. Because if you've already communicated that you don't want to see him again, but he wants to come back one last time, that's a easy no. Because honestly, he might just come back and kill you. Like, so just that's an easy no. Like, don't let him come back. Just he lost his vape. Tell him to get a new vape. You got to protect yourself on that one. No, not invited back. Easy one. All right, all right. Okay, last question. We have Pablo from San Mateo. Pablo writes, "Hey Andrew, I love Around the Reef." Thank you, Pablo. "I was hoping you could give me some advice. I want to get a dog, but I don't know if I should rescue a dog from the pound or get one from a breeder. Any thoughts?" Well, Pablo, there are millions of pets that need new homes. They're at the rescue or the pound. I would recommend, if you can live with a dog from the pound, I say you do the right thing and rescue one from there. The only downside to that is if you rescue a dog from the pound, there's an off chance that they could have had a weird previous owner and they grew up a little weird. It's like, you've heard that saying, it's like, can't teach an old dog new tricks. It's kind of like that. So, if you get one from a breeder, you're getting a blank slate, so you could just teach this dog the right way from day one. Honestly, so that's what I would say is try to rescue one from the pound, and if you like them, that's cool. But if you probably want a dog that you can train from the beginning. So, yeah, no, that's a tough one. I would say rescue dog though. Come on, you got to help these dogs out. There's millions of them. They need new homes. It's Thanksgiving. Do something nice for somebody else. So, you know what? That's a great episode of Around the Reef. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving. So I'll catch you another time on Around the Reef. Bye.
Under the sea, darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.